Welcome in. Welcome in. We're going to reach out to Trump right now. Let's start by getting Trump on the podcast. Welcome to the show. Oh, my God. Trump indicted. Now, I've never seen something that's been so unbelievably covered with so little information being known. All we know is that a bunch of folks who discussed this shit, they said, yeah, we think there's a reason to go ahead and arrest Trump. The indictment. What's in the indictment? Oh. What's going to happen? Oh. So we got to call Trump right now and get a hold of him. You know, like on my phone, if you look, he's actually just saved as Trump. There it is. Let's get him on right now and figure out what the hell is going on here. Hope he picks up. My God.
This is the President, Donald Trump.
Mr. President, how are you?
You know, not so great. Is this Big Front Zane, my favorite pal?
Yes, sir. It's good to hear your voice again. I understand that there's there's a bit of a dust up. The latest is you're going to have to turn yourself in. You've been indicted.
You know, this New York grand jury, these people that it's a witch hunt, Big Fraud Zane. They're coming at me at all these angles, and they've got nothing. You know, giving money is completely not illegal. You know, I don't even know what the indictment is for. When you look at it, you look at the great witch hunts of Salem and such. There's been no one that's been more hunted than Donald Trump when you think about it.
I think that's just a figure of speech, you know? I mean, I don't know if we need to go back, Salem witch hunts. But
well, you look at it, they've got nothing on me. You know, the truth is you're going to see there was nothing illegal given with money. It's just money. You're giving money to somebody. No big deal.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna throw it out and you're going to see nothing happen. It's so true. And that's the truth. They've got nothing on me in New York.
Mr. President, it sounds some of the folks are talking. They're suggesting you're on the toilet right now as we speak.
Well, that's absurd. That's absolutely absurd. I mean, if I was on the toilet, you know, that would be so great because it would be gold, of course. You know, I flushed so many documents down the toilet, Big Fraud Zane. I'm not flushing anything right now.
Right. Why, that was... Sounds like that handle's busted, sir. You might... It started to go, and then it, cut it off.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Big Fraud Zane. I'm just enjoying my usual breakfast sandwich. You know, the thing is, I got to probably go to New York at some point. Yeah. And, you know, the thing is, they've got nothing on me. You know, now they're trying to pin me on stuff in Georgia, you know, and they're not going to find anything there either.
Okay. So now, is it on the schedule? Don't you have to leave Florida and Mar-a-Lago and go turn yourself in to the authorities? I thought that was part of it.
This is going to be the greatest publicity maybe I've ever had for a presidential campaign. You know, we're gonna do great things with the mugshot. I've got plans for that. You're gonna see wonderful things with that. The press and the PR, you know, they're going to be all over the news cycle. Really, if you think about it, the Democrat witch hunting jury duty people, court judge guys, they're just doing Donald Trump a big favor when you think about it.
Did you say witch hunt jury duty people, Mr. President?
That's right. These Democrats, they're coming at me from every angle you could imagine.
The word is that your latest arch nemesis, you call him Ron DeSanctimonious, is assisting. He's saying, there's no way I'm going to participate in this, and I'll make sure that The state of Florida has nothing to do with the extradition of President Trump.
The sanctimonious is such a pile of shit, Big Fraud Zane. We all know it. Look at the rallies. You know, how many people showed up to my speech versus how many. He's a washed up nobody. The sanctimonious. He has no idea what he's doing. And he wouldn't even be governor if it weren't for my wonderful endorsement, which I got to admit, maybe I regret endorsing such a clown now, you know?
Well, so are you suggesting that him announcing that he's not going to aid in the extradition is just him trying to make himself look good? Is that what you're thinking, sir?
That's right. I mean, he's trying to get into my PR stunt here. It's like he's trying to get free publicity out of it, and it's so dirty, you know?
Okay, so you're actually happy that they've come up with an indictment. This is good news for you, right, sir?
Absolutely. Like I told you, there's nothing's going to come of it. There's no misdemeanors, there's no felonies. Nothing's going to happen. You're going to see maybe the Robert Cohen or whatever, the lawyer that I had, maybe he signed a document wrong. You're going to find that out. But it's not going to be a big deal.
Now,
and this is just free publicity.
So did you give money or did you not? Because you said first you're saying, I give money, and then you're like, did you have an affair? Because I thought in the past you had denied an affair.
Look at her. She's got a horse face. Stormy Daniels. There's no way Donald Trump would ever touch that. No, not in a million years. The thing is, when you're running for president, there's so many people that are giving away money to things. I don't know. That's why we don't know. And you're going to see that nobody knows once we get to New York.
You called her a horse face. I don't see that at all. I think she's, she looks like a porn star. She's pretty attractive, frankly.
Well, maybe I don't know, but I don't think so. I would never touch that. There's no way on planet Earth.
You got Melania. I'm sure Melania would. She would be very, very upset if she found out that you had an affair, Mr. President.
Of course. I think she'd be very pissed off because it didn't happen. And she's with me every day. Okay. She's in the toilet with me right now.
She's in the toilet. Well, that's unbelievable. I thought you weren't in the toilet. You said you weren't there.
Right, I'm not nowhere near the toilet. If I was, it would be gold, and you know how I like gold toilets.
Right,
right. You maybe you want a gold toilet. Maybe if you had some money or something.
I would. Yeah, I definitely don't have the money that you have, Mr. President.
But the truth is, they're not going to get me on anything. You got to say, as much as I know about this, which is nothing. There's nothing about this.
Right.
There's nothing's going to happen. It's just a great publicity stunt. Maybe the best orchestrated Democratic teardown we've ever seen.
Someone is suggesting that Melania is the actual toilet that in that room.
Oh, that's absurd. I've never pissed on anybody or shit on them. That's horrible. Why would you do that?
Mr. President, we can't thank you enough for your time. I know you're going through a lot, and
I'm probably going to be pretty busy in the coming days, but I'm going to take as you know, it's a presidential campaign I'm running, one of the best maybe, and I'm great patriots. If anything were to happen, which I don't think it's going to happen,
right?
They are prepared to stand up and stand by.
Stand up.
The President of the United States.
Stand up. And yes, I remember you talked to the Proud Boys. You said stand by and stand down or whatever the hell it was. But, maybe you could have them kind of raid the Capitol again.
Well, I'm just saying, if anything would happen to President Trump, the great patriots in this country, they're prepared. They are prepared, Big Fraud Zane, to do things maybe that we've never seen before. They're not going to stand for their president, the greatest president of all time, by the way.
Real quick.
To be indicted for anything.
Real quick, before we wrap up, I was going to mention this to you. There's a local guy, a radio legend in town named Pudding, who, this guy.
What a horrible name.
Yeah.
He goes by Pudding?
He goes by, that is his name, and he's like your biggest supporter. Okay, so... He's all about it, man.
What is that, his stage name or something? What's his real name?
I think that's actually his real name. And he goes,
that's insanity.
Right.
I don't know. Well, we've got, if he's maybe he's a patriot. I don't know.
I think he thinks he is. I know he has the usual talking points that all of the people who support you have, sir. So you've got an ally. right here in beautiful Grand Rapids, Michigan. He loves you.
Well, of course, of course. You know, I'm great friends with Glenn Beck as well. Maybe he's trying to do some of that.
You never know. I mean, he could be the next Glenn Beck, sir. You might want to. I mean, just another
I'll
arrow.
write it down. You said it's like pudding, like the pudding cups that Bill Cosby used to sell.
Correct. His name is Pudding. That is his name, and he loves you, and so I think.
Well, maybe I should be on his show instead of your crap show. You know, with your crap people that I don't even know. I don't even know your crappy people. I don't know what they do. And you know, I think you might be a Democrat. I don't know. I watched some material of yours. I don't know.
Well, all right. This is you reach out to him and then let me know how that goes, okay?
All right, go fuck yourself, Big Fraud Zane. We'll see you maybe next week. We'll talk again. I don't know.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
Otherwise, the Patriots, you know, they're going to have to do things.
Thank you, minutes. Thank you for the minutes that he just hung up. He told me to go fuck myself. That's a fucking. I've never had that happen. He's talking about a pile of shit. And, all of a sudden, he flips out on me and tells me to go. The president just told me to go fuck myself. That's a first. Hey, he's okay. Now, he says this is a great thing, this whole indictment. But you see, he's never used that type of profanity before. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was great. And then the hang up is always exceptional. Mid-thought, just hanging up. But, yeah, I think he might be under some real duress there, and he's just trying not to indicate as such, you know? Wow. Let's see here. Concerning our pal Pudding, Tyler says, my in-laws listen to Yogurt every day. His show starts out with the national anthem, and it makes me roll my eyes whenever I hear it. Oh, yeah, I think... I actually hate our national anthem now because Pudding has hijacked it along with hijacking Christianity. That whale walked by me today. Again, oh, hello. And I look right at him and then walk right by him. It's the most awkward thing ever. And I don't think this stupid stooge knows the shit that I talk about him on here. Otherwise, he would like tell on me or some bit of bullshit like that. Like that's going to do anything. So, you know, when I started the week over at Wood, I was like, I'll just avoid. Now I'm like, I'm seeking him out. So now I've completely abandoned ship on that whole idea. Those poor people that job working there is their livelihood. Like if they don't have it, they don't have a livelihood. That's not me. I don't need to do any of that. So I have so much I don't give a fuck-itis when I come face to face with the MAGA version of the McDonald's character Grimace. Holy shit. Anyway. Who Cut the Cheese says, but why burn bridges then? LOL. There's no bridge there. That is not a bridge. Are you talking about with the management? Well, they love me. I have no problem there. They're fantastic. Oh my God, Trump! What a thing, and it's true because, excuse me, the news broke last night that he's been indicted, and that is literally all the news you have. Other than Tuesday, Trump is supposed to turn himself in. DeSantis, this is a smart move because when he decides to announce his campaign, it's going to be very important for him to get as many Trump voters to vote for him. And if he can stay above the attacking that Trump is doing and keep it on a level like, well, hey, I support former President Trump. If you remember, I did everything I could to keep him from getting. He doesn't have to do anything. The idea when you hear that someone's about to be to go through extradition, that's like if Nate Bull kills a bunch of anti-abortion activists in front of the abortion clinic today. In another state, let's say he travels back to Michigan, he goes to the abortion clinic and he throws a hand grenade at the anti-abortion protesters. And then he goes back to Kentucky. When they figure out that it's him, he has to be extradited back to Michigan. Trump, for whatever this is, it's not like they're going to go get him and hunt him down and raid his house and lock him up and drive him in a piece of shit bus across the country back to New York City. No. He's going to get in his private jet, have sex with women he doesn't know, probably get drunk, land, and then go and turn himself in. They're going to take a stupid mugshot. He's going to run his fingerprints. And this is all, I don't even know if this is a felony charge. With a misdemeanor, it might just be pay a fine or here's a court date, get the fuck out of here. But I'm pretty sure, my gut tells me that it will be a felony charge somehow. Word on the street is that, Trump, we all know he had an affair with this hooker, this porno actress. And hey, don't say anything, gives her money, but he has Cohen do it, and it's funneled through the campaign. It doesn't say money to pay off whore. It's listed as something different, and this breaks the law when it comes to campaigns and transparency. These things are like this to avoid corruption. That's why these rules exist in the first place. With a couple of with some dots being connected, you could determine that a person has or has not committed a felony. Now, the usual dumb fucks like Pudding will think like the former president there and say, "Oh yeah, this is a witch hunt. This is this," and they might be right, okay, or they might make a bigger deal, as big of a deal about it as they can, to get him in trouble. And then the question is this politically motivated? Well, of course it's politically motivated. Trump's the most loved and vilified person on the planet, at least in the United States. And the ones that hate him would love nothing more than to have him neutered or dismissed completely. And folks on the left are like, well, we know full well he's a threat. So sure, it's politically motivated. A lot of people hate Trump. But if they can take a political motivation and prove that he broke the law, I would do that too. Who cares? That doesn't fucking matter. In fact, it helps you for the narrative to be that it's politically motivated. And the reason why it helps you, because you'll have an easier time convincing a judge that this is all bullshit because people hate you. So you gotta run with this. The quicker Trump starts to paint himself as the victim, which probably has always been the case, the better luck he'll have in making this go away. But honestly, I don't even know if he wants that. The more that Trump has people trying to get him in trouble, the more that emboldens his base. Okay? And that's good for business. You start to martyr the man. Now, let's be perfectly clear here. Yes. Politically motivated. Yes. Do I think that people who break the law like him need to be made an example of? Absolutely. That's why we actually have laws. That's the basis for everything when it comes to the judicial system. The laws are made. We have to play by the rules. If you don't, you're going to be made an example of. If you can make the biggest example ever in the history of the country to make sure that down the road, no other assholes do the same thing, and you can keep him from running for office or keep him out of actually having a campaign, 10 out of 10 times that's going to happen. Ryan says if the narrative stays true to the top secret documents, in 5 months we'll find out Biden made illegal hush payments. Cole says this will make him more powerful than ever. He's like Emperor Palpatine. Ew, your hate. Gah! Your little friends. Ah! Donut Dan says presidents have been banging women they should not be for years. Kennedy, Clinton, Trump are just a few we know of. All Democrats, by the way. Politics in the, not all Democrats, I'm sorry. Well, one is a Republican, so it doesn't matter. Politics in the U.S. suck and unfortunately are no longer about the people they serve, but self-interest. I don't know. I've never, ever once believed that. I've always been of people want to run the country. And if they can run the country the way they see fit and in doing so facilitate others who also think like them, it's a little quid pro quo, if you will. Outside of Trump, though, to me, I really believe that everyone prior to Trump went into the game just wanting to do a good job. Trump, I believe, has no interest in the betterment of the greaseballs who support him. He does not care about Christianity. He doesn't care about you. He cares about himself. That is my firm belief. He's not a patriot. He doesn't even believe in God. He's never stepped foot in a fucking church. And anyone who says, oh, God bless President Trump, he's so religious. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'd like to get people who are supporters of Trump and ask them, do you think that he's ever cheated on Melania? And if they can actually say with a straight face, I think he's just a great husband to Melania. He would never do that. How the fuck? I mean, that's just proof that you're brainwashed. I would love it if they said, oh, fuck yes, he has. Who gives a shit? Some would say that. Hello? Hi. Okay, we got two friends? No, he's not in here. Okay. Going to the forest on spring break, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Kenny says the greatest husband, just like smug beer. Simply great. Trump is mud, says Cole. That's why none of this matters. If you keep throwing mud at mud, everyone already knew it was mud. So who cares? Yeah, but that's not cool. What? Well, then why? I mean, that's the guy you want in the White House? You want him leading the country? I wonder if Melania, if it's just a marriage for image only. I mean, that's what has to be, right? I mean, I find it hard to believe that Melania, one of the hottest women to ever walk the face of the earth, is like in a room in the corner weeping like, I just want my husband back. All these affairs. I love him so much. He's mine. I just find that impossible to wrap my brain around. That can't be true. It's got to be just Trump just said, hey, look, I want you to marry me. You're going to be by my side. It's it's for image only. And that's it. You know, however long ago they got married. And you can bang around with, I don't even know who you are. I don't even know your name. You go ahead and you can have whatever relationship you want. I'll pay you top dollar and just be at my side. And that's all you do. I mean, that would not, I think that actually is more of a possibility than her actually loving that man. You know? As we welcome in Bruce. How you doing, buddy? In here, O'Neill wandering around. Queen of the Forest taking care of the dogs. All right. What do my notes say? Trump indicted. Witch hunt. Yes, of course it is. DeSantis, no extradition. All right. That is all I have to say about this. We're moving on to the next topic. Now, you can listen to Who Are These Zanes, where Ben and I listen to old audio air checks of me, different points in my career. Most very early, but some not exactly. Like, it's more in the middle. You know, we featured stuff from the early 2000s that I'm like, oh, my God, what the fuck is that? Still working on my 10,000 hours, I guess, at that point or whatnot. Not that it's any wondrous thing now or anything acceptable or listenable. That's right. That's some self-deprecation right there. But my reason why I bring this up is because in addition to there being another episode of Who Are These Zanes tomorrow on Patreon, debuting at midnight, you know, especially lately with doing fill-in work and stuff like that and working with iHeart. You know, been several opportunities where I've had to do a show with a new person. And in the year 2025, that will be my 40th year of talking into microphones. And I'm going all the way back to the first time I sat in front at 89.1 FM WPHS as Easy Rhymes and busted out my rap show, as you all have heard many, many times.
That was LL Cool J on 89.1 WPHS. It's 20 past the hour of 8 in the city of Warren. I want to see those phone lines lighting up at 751 FM 89. You ask for Easy Rhyme, you talk to the main man, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince right here on 89.1 WPHS.
I think my favorite one is like after I think summer hit, so we stopped doing the show. So then I came back.
Two Live Crew on 89.1 WPHS, your one and only rap station in the city of Warren. We're back after a long, long departure, 3.5 months to be exact.
Long departure.
We're going to keep it going with Heavy D and the boys.
Where's the, okay. I think this is the first one. No.
89.1 WPHS.
Okay, no. This is one I'm on. This is when I introed the show. The show starts, you play like music, you talk over it. So, yeah, this is my rap show.
Attention in the city of Warren. This is Easy on 89.1 WPHS. We're going to tear it up.
We're going to tear it up.
Favorite songs from your favorite artists. We've got 2 hours. 8 till 10 p.m. I'm going to want to hear those phone calls. 751 FM 89 is the number. Let's hear your suggestions. Let's start it off right away with Run DMC, Together Forever.
Hey, yo, man, can we see the mics, man?
1, 2, 1, 2. And I say. I didn't sit down and do the show today and think, oh my God, I want to go back and listen to shit when I was 15 years old. Young Adam Schwab says, how far past that high school did the signal reach? You'd be surprised. That was different than the college station. The high school station covered all of Warren. So the high school was located at 13 Mile and Hoover. And we used to, because we see white kids living in the suburbs. We wanted to see if our show could be exposed to blacks. Where I lived, there were no black people at the time. Now there's a ton of black people that live in Warren. But all we wanted was black people listening to the show. We love the idea of that. So one of us would go on the air, and then we'd get in the car and drive to 8 Mile. Like the 8 Mile. And it's like, okay, I got it. I can hear it. And, we'd like listen, and then we'd pull over and pay phone. Hey, I can hear it. I'm going to go up to fucking DeQuinder. Poof, hang up. Holy shit, I'm at John R. I can still hear it. There's black people everywhere. This is fucking awesome. Click. So that's the history of that part of it. There's always something new to discuss when I play those clips. Memories jogged. But the reason why I bring all this shit up, because in the nearly 40 years, and several times I'll sit down with a radio host and I'm like, oh boy, this seems like it's fucked. Like it's hard. It's like nothing's working. It just seems clumsy and awkward. I mean, even when I started with Free Beer and Hot Wings, initially it was just somehow, despite generally not liking Greg, and Hot Wings doing absolutely nothing to improve the show, we managed to establish some degree of rapport between us that made it an entertaining show. So I'm told. This week, I sat down with two people I have never done anything with. I take it back. I did one show on Wood AM about 4 weeks ago. Steve Kelly was there. I was filling in for Bakita. Adam, the producer, was there. Smitty's in for the first hour, and then she goes over to 105.7 with Mac for 2 hours, and then it's just Steve and I. But this week, it was Lauren doing Steve's job and your old pal EZ doing Bakita's job, and Adam, the producer. And seriously, so you get all these, you got several hours each day, and very quickly, within seconds, I was like, this is good. This works. I could sense it. I was like, oh boy, this is going to be easy. No heavy lifting here. This is going to be a piece of cake. I tell you what, I don't know about the future of the whole industry, but these are very talented people. I enjoyed spending time with them. Though I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I really looked forward to going in there. That was a great time, and I'm looking forward to it next week too, because I hit it off with Steve really well weeks ago. So I'll be there Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. But I bring this up because I was just flabbergasted at the ease of which that we were able to like gel and put on a show that is fun to listen to and have that type of give and take and banter and for me it boils down to resisting the urge to do too much or say something stupid, because I always want to drop something that's just because when it comes to Wood Radio, whereas like on another station, I may run up to the line. And on this particular podcast I'm doing right now, it's like I jump over the line and just stay there for hours and then maybe saunter back occasionally. But on Wood, you got to be careful. You got to, okay, if the line is the 50-yard line, you got to stay at about the 19-yard line looking at the 50. And just, hi, line. We're going to avoid you. So, it's like that. But I had so much fun. It was, I felt that, I don't know. You just feel like you're kind of invulnerable. And no matter what's going on, sounds good. I know it felt good to me. And that's usually the one litmus test that you need to have. Are you who's doing it, are you enjoying your time? Because if you are, chances are people who hear it will feel the same way. Are you do you look forward to the day? And if you can somehow get to that point, that's it. There's no other secret sauce. Are you having fun? I feel that way when I do this show. I've always enjoyed coming in here for now 1,030 today times doing this. I can tell you that sitting in here yesterday, post the passing of my dog, was the best thing that could happen in this room. It was very therapeutic to explain, the perspective of something as tragic as that was. So that all worked. I can't say enough. I mean, that's the only reason why I bring this up, because of how fantastic that felt. I really enjoyed that. So kudos to them. Great crew over there, except Pudding. And they're awesome. I appreciate them. Now, related to that, the chemistry, the give and take between my new best friends, Lauren and Adam. I don't know what was going on here. And I don't know if word got back to the queen of the forest. But I was like laying in bed last night and getting ready for night-night. And Diana goes, so who is this Lauren? I'm like, uh-oh. And I'm like, what's she thinking? What's going on in that noggin? If it had been, who's Lauren? That's one thing. But it was, who's this Lauren? You learn to read these things. I go, what do you mean? I mean, because I'm doing the show with her all week. So to ask me, who is she? Well, you know who she is. She works for the radio station, and she's running the show, and I'm there reading a fucking sportscast. I don't say, I'm thinking it, but I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who's Lauren? What's her last name? Smith. Immediately, she perks up. Oh, Smitty! I go, yes. I love her. Oh, my God. She's on with Mac and on Star 105.7. It's my favorite radio station. Oh, my God. You're working with her? Holy Jesus fuck. Oh, man. Wow. I go, yeah. Tell me about it. Exactly. Shoo. So I, midway through the show today, I called Diane on conference call. I go, hey, good news. Guess who I'm introducing you to now? Miss Lauren. I go, yes, it's Diana, Lauren, Diana, and Adam, the producer. So it was all good. I mean, and right away, it's like fast friends. You can just sense it. You can see this building quickly. So I'm looking into my Eric Zane crystal ball here, and I can picture Lauren and her fantastic husband, Chris, and their kids coming over to the Eric Zane Show podcast household. And I'll make some Slaughter the Turks salmon or meatballs or a pasty. And, yeah, be able to meet, hang out, and then the ladies will get drunk on wine, you know? And we'll be like, oh, boy, we're trying to play Cards Against Humanity or something. And they're, oh my God. Woo, yeah. Unbelievable. What a week. What a week. I said to these folks, I reached out to Lauren and Adam. And I tell you what, they really, really made my week. I was very excited every day to get up and go to work to be with you two. I had so much fun. We are friends for life. They agreed. So, at the end of the day, the week turned out pretty damn good. Thank you. So if you're enjoying the show right now through Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, I must send you off on your way. As a reminder, follow me, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, if you want this show uninterrupted. For the longest time, it started at 8 a.m. Next week, Monday, I have to take Diana to the doctor's. So I'm not going to be starting at 8 a.m., if at all. It's up in the air. Tuesday, Wednesday is a lot like this week. I have to do radio again, so I'll start at 10 a.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday. But typically, it's 8 a.m. Eastern time. Go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, either on your desktop, laptop, or download the Twitch app on your mobile device and search Eric Zane Live, all one word. And follow the page so you know when I go live. And then subscribe. I appreciate it if you subscribe. You can do that by linking up your Amazon Prime account. Just where it is twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Click the red button to link up the account. And then every month, you have to subscribe over. Just click the little button at the bottom of the screen when you're watching. Okay, I know this is a lot, but I like to make sure that everybody knows all of the places you can find me. My podcast, the audio podcast, is available for free download wherever you download shows. Just search Eric Zane Show on your favorite app, including iHeart. Send me an email, eric@ericzaneshow.com. All right. I'm about to kick you all out.